The Southern Poems of the War, collected and arranged by Miss Emily V. Mason. A poem entitled, Are We Free? By James R. Brewer. Are we free? Go ask the question in the cells of Lafayette. Ask it of your chain-girt brothers, shut within its parapet. Ask it of the silent journals crushed beneath an iron hand. Ask it of the mighty armies quartered on a groaning land. To them let the question be, friends and brothers, are we free? Ask it of the helpless women shut within a prison's grate. Ask it of the weeping loved ones mourning o'er their wretched fate. Ask it of the homes deserted and the hearts made desolate. Ask it of the freeman punished who rebukes fanatic hate. Speak kindly, lest a taunt they see in the question, are we free? Ask it of a helpless people bending to a tyrant's throne. Ask it of a state dismantled and her son's indignant groan. Ask it of the wreck of freedom, torn and strewn on every hand. Ask it of your state dishonored, prostrate, helpless Maryland. Without a taunt of mockery, ask her if we still are free. Hear the answer from the towers in the clank of rusty chains, and the press in silence shows us where the unchecked despot reigns. See it in the homes deserted and the hearts made desolate. Hear it from the exiled freeman fleeing from his native state. And the blushing answer'll be, Maryland's no longer free. Hear it in the wail of women from the moldy dungeon's gloom. Hear it in the sobs of children weeping for their mother's doom. Hear it in the shrieks of maidens torn from friends and brothers' care. Hear it in their screams of terror. See it in their wild despair. Answered in their piercing cries, seen in tearful pleading eyes. Hear it in the taunts of cowards who accept dishonor's stains. Hear it in the sullen clanking of a state's ignoble chains, and from freedom's weeping goddess, fleeing from her children's graves, comes a mother's sobbing answer, power binds my children slaves. Whilst groans proclaim from hill to sea, Maryland was, but is not free. Annapolis, October 22nd, 1861. About the author. James Rawlings Brewer was born December 28, 1839, in Annapolis, Maryland. In 1862, he moved to Baltimore, and in 1868 he married his first wife, Anne Worthington Dorsey. She passed away, and in 1886 he married his second wife, Mary Benzinger. James had an illustrious career. He was editor of the Maryland Republican, Annapolis, around 1858. He was columnist of the Southern Herald, Baltimore, 1862, associate of the Evening Transcript, 1862-64, and founder of the Evening Post, 1864. He was president of the Democratic City Convention, 1865. He was columnist of the New York World in 1865. And editor of the Sunday Telegram. He was organizer, Anti-Registry Convention, 1866. Chair, Democratic Executive Committee, Democratic City Convention, Baltimore, 1867. Delegate of the Baltimore City 1867 Constitutional Convention of Maryland. James was clerk of the Baltimore City Circuit Court from 67 to 1879. He was member at large and chair of the Democratic Executive Committee 1870. He was part owner and editor of the Baltimore Daily News in 1874 and a member of the Oddfellows Masons. James Rawlings Brewer died November 6, 1911, in Baltimore. Thank you for stopping by, Lady Carrie Ann. Please subscribe, like, and share. Count your many blessings every single day.